6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Kill. Back.
They'll try the left side. It's Evans. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
5-0. Switch.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check 25. Hey, switch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Go.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. He's going to let it go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Bucky Hodges, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, alert! Let's see.
Mayfield down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 11 now, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it and they want
to got it there on the option play for a loss.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry. Stop.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
56 to Mike, boy. Point it right. Yeah. You don't want that.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. This for his running back, McCoy. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He completes it to Wilson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Alert. Say. Hatchet. Real. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 3rd down, Henry. He won't go down. And he probably should have been down earlier, but they do finally get to him 3 yards short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but they're kicking that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Wait. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. I know he ain't got it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
50. 56. I'm here all day.
they'll tuck it and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marcus Mariota, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Winston, escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Easy. Mike is 59. I got you, son. 59's Mike. Let him go.
From the gun, Winston. Looking for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 26. Regular. Showing it. Alert. No.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Mike's 50. Watch the run. King. Regular. King.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready? Come on. Sunday. Black 22. Check it out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And offensively after that first down play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down throw for Winston. Open man is Samuel, complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Flip. Bang, bang. Whip. Eddie Weber. Watch the whip. Check 13. Check 13. 51's a mic. Flip. Squeeze, double. Light 51. Go.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Real. Check 4. Hey, alert. Jam. X3, 218, chopper. You got him. I'm I got it.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
50.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Alert, 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 alert. Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike, pistol. Coming this way, here we go.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. First down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joe Schobert. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 51.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Winston now to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check out. Rush in.
Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Any weapon? Hey, 133. Pistol. Pilot, 64, weak.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check nickel. Wide.
Again, it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Check. Wait. Checking. Crash.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 24. Watch 24.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 49. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, switch gears. Check even. Check. Let's go.
McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Check 99. Easy.
On 2nd down, it's Evans. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, team 6, team 6.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Check 3.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's third down.
Check 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This one taken. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken about the 12.
Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Topper! Safety creep! Watch twist! Hey, alert! Watch out! Hey, Charlie! 26,
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On second down, Winston again. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hodges. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first and 10, Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Mayfield now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Alert, 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 alert. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Pistol.
Now Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Easy.
Here's McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Wright's got it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.